Alright guys, Bullion Bytes back again here with another video for you. This one we're going to be talking about stacking terminology here and what some of these terms mean. If you're a beginner, beginning stacker, prepper, collector, these are all terms you're going to want to know. So let's jump right into it. So the spot price or melt price, that is the price that a paper contract is listed for on the COMEX. That's what will be referred to as paper silver. This is different than the physical silver price that you would pay at a dealer for something like that 1 ounce buffalo or a piece dollar or that 2 ounce rabbit right there. The premium, which is the next term, that's going to be the cost over spot that you're going to pay for either the gold, silver, platinum, whatever it is that you're getting over the paper price. So your total cost is going to be spot price plus premium. So right now, American Silver Eagles are going for somewhere around $40, depending on where you're looking, whereas the spot price is still down near the $20 range. So you're paying approximately a $20 premium or a 100% premium. That's another way you'll hear it referred to, over spot for those items. Next we have kind of what is a coin versus a round versus a bar. We're going to start with a bar. That's basically a rectangular bar of silver. It's pretty straightforward. They come in all kinds of different types. They can either be cast, they can be pressed, they can be milled, they can come from private mints, they can come from private collectors or private casters. There's a lot of guys on Instagram and here on YouTube that have the equipment to pour up and cast bars themselves at home. You should check them out. The rounds are similar to bars in that they're still considered bullion. They don't have a dollar or a monetary value assigned to them. That would be something like that buffalo you see up in the corner. And those would be fundamentally different than the other kind of 4 items you can see here on video. The other 4 items here are, these are coins. So these are defined by being number 1. If you can see here, if I can get the camera to focus. There we go. So you can see it has a year and a dollar amount right there, $2, and this is from the Australian mint. This is the 2 ounce rabbit. I just love the way that these coins look. The Lunar Series is absolutely great. I digress. But these, the gold eagles, piece dollars, Indian heads, those all have a monetary value assigned to them from a government or a sovereign mint. That's what makes the difference between a coin and a round. Junk, constitutional, and pre-33. The piece dollar and the Indian head gold dollar up there, those are examples of what are called, sometimes called constitutional junk or pre-33 silver and gold. So junk or constitutional refers to circulated coins that were minted for the United States or other countries that are 90% silver, or in some cases 80% silver, like silver from Canada. These are referred to as previously as junk because you used to be able to get them kind of at spot, or in some cases below spot, or very close to the spot price, because nobody really collected these for collectible sake. They made millions of them for the common dates because they were used in circulation. Constitutional is another term you might hear used for these now. It's becoming a lot more popular because people don't want to consider these junk because there's still quite a bit premium on them now, especially in the 2022 going into 2023 market, especially at local coin shops and online vendors. Pre-33 refers to any gold coins made in the United States both prior to the 1933 kind of gold buyback or gold confiscation that was put through by FDR. You can find other stuff on that later. Basically, it boils down to anything made before then. You had to basically turn all your gold in, and the government took it, melted it all down, revalued everything, and you're only allowed to keep a certain amount, a certain dollar amount or a certain number of kind of collectible coins. And it was basically a scheme for the government to try and rip off everybody in the 30s, and it worked. Proof versus BU, that's the next term we're going to look at. So BU, or brilliant uncirculated, refers to a coin like this rabbit here, brilliant uncirculated, something that is made not for circulation. It's not made for being pocket change, but it's sort of a normal finish. A proof, or a proof finish, has a more mirrored surface to it. Those are, in some people's opinions or in some people's minds, more collectible. They typically carry a higher premium for them. I generally avoid proof coins unless I'm going to get them at the same price. But I don't think that proofs are something that you should be looking at necessarily as a beginner stacker. If you're looking at buying proofs, or buying proof silver eagles or anything like that, or slabbed coins, which we're going to get to, you're going to put in a lot of money into individual coins, individual rounds that could be used for other stuff. And the last point I'm going to make about these with proofs is, don't buy proofs of generic bullion. I'm going to say that again. Do not buy proofs of generic bullion. It's a total ripoff. It's a total scam. They're not worth anything. They're just worth their silver value. You're not going to sell them to anybody for markup. You're not going to get your money back. It's a waste of money. It's a boomer scam. If you've never heard of that, it's stuff marketed to baby boomers for TV. Don't buy that stuff. Next thing is going to be fineness. This is just going to be the percentage metal content you're going to find. So things like this piece dollar here, these are 90% silver, or 90 or 900 fine. Things like the buffalo and the rabbit are going to be 3/9 fine. Same thing with the not the gold eagle, not the American gold eagle. These are 22 karat, which is different. Same thing with the gold eagle here, or the gold Indian, I should say. But the fineness is just referring to the purity, or the total metal content, or the metal percentages. So sterling, junk silver, and pure silver, 3/9 fine, pure gold, 3/9 fine, 4/9 fine, are different. Last point we're going to go over here is the slabbed and graded coins. If you're just getting started, avoid anything in a slab. It's not to say that it's people are out to get you. There's a huge market for those with the numismatic coin people, but you don't want to lock a bunch of money in, like I said earlier, putting $300, $400, $500 into a coin that you think is going to be worth a bunch of money, and it's worth the spot price of an ounce of silver, or spot price of gold, whatever it is that you have. In general, if you don't know what you're looking for with slabs, stay away from it. There's only 2 grading companies that are reputable for slabs. There's a kind of another one, but it's kind of okay. That would be NGC and PCGS. The other one is ANAX, but that's like the redheaded stepchild of the coin world. And then the last term here, I skipped one, is going to be flipping. This refers to people that buy a coin expecting it to go up in value in the next year or two, and you can take the money that you put into that one and then roll it forwards into others, other metals, other coins in the future. So a great example of that would be something like this 2-ounce rabbit here. Usually the Lunar series does really well for this. There's a couple of series out of Australia that do great for this. If you're just getting started, I wouldn't fixate on that just yet. But it's a great way to be able to buy something, or buy duplicates of it when it first comes out, with the expectation it'll maybe go up 10, 20, 30%, and then when you sell it off, you can take that, your profits from that, roll that back into more metals. We'll get into that more in later videos. We'll probably go over that in the next one, along with the gold-silver ratio. If you guys have any questions, leave them in the comments. Once again, this is Bullion Bites. We'll see you on the next one.